opportunity. He sees everything you ever wanted. One moment. Did you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo.
What's going on, everybody? We are at the pond here. We're gonna do some bank fishing. As you can see, we got lily pads all the way down. This is pretty deep here. We got 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 foot of water. Got some grass. It's a little clear. Let's get to it. Okay, folks. So we are in the car driving. I left the pond. I was fishing. I threw everything I had at it, technique wise, and couldn't get a bite. I don't really know why. We've got really swell conditions today. It just started drizzling a little bit, but we've got cloudy, cool conditions but not much breeze, and I'm really kind of confused on what the fish are doing at that pond. But I'm trying to find some fish to catch, and so we're gonna go to another pond and see if we can't get after a couple fish. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we've got a light drizzle here. Just made it to the second pond. We're gonna fish here. Got about 2 hours of fishing left to do here. Might be less than that. It's starting to drizzle a little bit heavy. We'll see where it goes. I have the waterproof case on me, so if it doesn't rain too bad, maybe we'll get that on and still keep fishing. But enough talking, let's get to the fishing. So I'm gonna start off today here with the swim jig, black and blue with green pumpkin swim bait, swim trailer, and go from there. I'm gonna fish right down these lily pads and see what happens. Falls off. We got a fish on. Ate it on the fall. I went to move it and he had it. Looks like we only got a little bass, but that's all right. Oh, not a bad one. Not a bad one. Little guy. Well, we've been fishing for 5 minutes here, and we got this little guy on a swim jig, black and blue. See that? All right. Let's let him go. He's got a little belly on him. He's eating up. So, black and blue, swim jig, strikes again. Let's see if we can get another one from over there. I just wanted to do a little bit of product showcasing here. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but first off, we've got the Trigger Happy Comfort Grips here on the reel. This one's a little beat up. I cut the end tip off so it stayed on there better. Not so much flap. Look those guys up, triggerhappycomfortgrips.com on Instagram and Facebook. And then we've got our reel snot. You can spray it on your reel, on your line. It's going to allow for further casts, smoother casting, further casts. It's going to make your line last longer, and it's going to stop your line from having so much memory. You can find that at reelsnot.com. Okay, back to the fishing. Fish on, fish on. My drag's a little loose, can't fight him. We're just gonna swing him right in. Yeah. Yeah. He's got that swim jig, boys. My drag was really loose. I could barely set the hook on him. He's been caught before. He's got a hole in the face. See the hole? He's been caught before. We're gonna let him go. I probably caught him before. Little chunker. Number 2. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I got one. Yeah, on the drop shot. Stay on there, son. Just a little guy. Might be a keeper. Yeah, I think that's a keeper. I think it's short.
Yeah, he's short.
Yeah, short. Nah, I meant like just like I think it's 12 inches. It's awesome. On the drop shot. That's all I could catch him on lately. Except for a couple flukers on the swim jig. I was at, I don't know if you know where Pembroke Lake is?
Yeah.
I went there a couple of days ago. I did like a two-hour fishing challenge. And a guy caught, as soon as I got there, a guy on a boat came over and started fishing from me with a drop shot, caught one. Right. So I put my swim jig down, switched over to this, and
what do you got? Tighter breaker. I got you.
Your leader doesn't have to be this long,
right?
But when you're fishing from the bank, if like the line's going to be like, you know, if you make a far cast, it's going to be like this. Right. And so if this was shorter, if this was only like 6 inches or 8 inches, even with this like this, your bait's still going to be like barely off the bottom. Right. And so you're trying to get it out, keep it out of the weeds. Right, exactly. And that's why it's so long. It could go longer, but this seems about right to me. Yeah. You know, and this is like too big of a hook for this, but I don't have a smaller size. This is like the heavy side of drop shotting.
You didn't know how to trim. If the super glue won't make this stick up, I'm just cutting.
You're gonna have to get a new one anyway.
I know. Can you super glue the other side?
Where's the super glue?
Please. Stick up in this hole, tuck it up somehow. You have to hold it though, along the tag.
Well, we're on the water, folks.
Driving out here so fucking much, and I put them on the winning fish. And if I caught fish every spot, why couldn't they?
Want me to get up there?
Stop number one.
Dumb and just have it fall down the right place. Hate me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to pull something or get freebies, you know that. And then the worst part for him was I bought a fucking case, and then you see I put those gaskets on the glass. It's impossible to break mine. So when I brought it in, he had to take all that shit off, and he's like, I don't know how you use it. And the guy next to me goes, it looks pretty safe. I'll get it, but let's get somewhere else. Here, go cut left over that bank out of the wind. We got 5 other good spots right here to go. That's how you do, Wayne. You jump. Like, at some point, the tide will be right, and that spot's right. Just, you know what I mean? It's not always the right time. What time is it?
I got lily pads. Thought I had fish.
Hold on, why not? And it was half stall half the day, and she's like, hey, you want to let these out? Oh, I flipped them every week. Yep. Alright, go ahead.
I take 3 times. 3 times.
Up the back turn.
You got fish on? Nice. Crankbait. So I got on too. You coming in front of this tree or what?
Well, it hit the bottom twice between the bank and here. And then one of the times she nailed it. A lot for a while, he ate it. Careful with her. Freckles. You know I'm gonna tire her.
Catfish on what?
If you don't skunk.
Crankbait.
If you
You
don't
snag it?
Nah, they eat them. They eat their bait.
Yeah, that one guy who's friends with McKelvey online, I forget his name.
It's a
He
3-pounder.
doesn't really fish that much.
Not even
He
that.
talks shit, McKelvey's friend. I'm Bass NJ, you guys know him.
I don't pay attention.
Huh?
I don't pay attention to what's
Bass
happening.
NJ, I forget his name. He's kind of a meathead guy, but an idiot. I don't know, he talks shit. He won. Him and Chris got third. Breck stopped one time in Newton.
Nice cat.
I forget his name, but he talks mad shit about tournaments and shit and other stuff. Or the Delaware, he always writes.
Low bridge.
Yeah, right up. Oh, watch your thing. Here we go.
It only gets bigger as we go.
That'll help
We
that.
get more time.
Tide going out.
It's gonna get, the gap's gonna get bigger.
Right, it's getting bigger.
Yeah. Greg and I one time had to dump a limit and go home. Or dump a limit and stay in here till like midnight. We had a limit at like 155 in a tournament, and we got stuck under a bridge and couldn't get back out, and the tide was coming in, and we stayed there till like midnight that night to get home.
You guys didn't go to the Thursday nighter last weekend or last week?
No, I was practicing for. I was out running around the Delaware that day. I just got the
I was casting the.
Gotta go just past.
His first run in 6 ends, I had first year. I still have something. And last year I had a bad back. I had 8 of them go. And the guy who had a bad back last year. 2 years ago. I had 8 go. Like hit the water and snap. Broke them. That's fun. When I had one.
It looks like there's fish right there, but.
Yeah, there should be fish there. That's like over.
Sometimes there are. Yeah, look at this corner. Guaranteed there's fish over there. Come on, I'll catch one.
I was just fishing it.
Fucking.
That's gonna do it for this episode of Wayne Jr.'s Designs. Make sure you follow. What's your YouTube?
Ben Werbos.
Ben Werbos.
It'll be up and going.
This is Wayne Jr.'s Designs. We got some kayakers over here, but we're running out of light. You guys hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, keep on fishing.